Vatican because Brittany decided she wanted to wear a Catholic schoolgirl outfit.
You asked him what his safe word was.
First of all, it's bananas eating dick.
It's a tropical fruit of some kind.
Looks at the toaster.
Ain't nobody worried about getting
in there like this. You know what I mean?
I love this man.
Love each
Yeah,
other, buddy.
I mean that all the ways.
Good to see you.
This was the first pride since the pandemic. Like, Dick was just running free.
See something. Let me pop this up.
Oh!
Now you
You eat the booty, you start massaging her feet, man. Right? Spread that shit apart.
What?
I didn't realize it until just now, but I look like a fucking cult leader in this hoodie. Like,
He actually did a little lap dance for me. It was kind of strange.
Stern did?
Oh, yeah.
Shit, it's a chick. And I'm like, yeah, and I just kicked your ass. What?
Right.
You know what
Sit
I mean?
down in the back, motherfucker.
Constitutional amendment to legalize marijuana.
they better do that shit.
Build that in right now.
You gotta go with something like, you know, make them scum.
I mean,
Make
that
them
is
scum.
the end result.
Hello, and welcome to season 3 of Failure Made Motherfucking Monsters.
Yo,
What's up,
I'm
Dane
geeked.
Alexander? Dane
I'm
the
so
fucking great.
geeked, bro. That's the first time I saw that intro. That's so fucking hard.
I'm glad you did
Shit.
it, man.
What's up, man?
Hi, how are you, buddy? It's good to see ya.
Good to see you as well.
Hi, everybody. I'm Santino the Misfit. This is my co-host, cohort, and compatriot.
Dane Alexander, but you can call me the Great for short, though.
Indeed,
Ooh, that
you
feels
can.
good.
It feels good to be back. We've been away for a little while, but we're really excited to have a fucking awesome guest kicking off the first episode of season 3. Our boy AJ Channer of Fire from the God.
Boy is. I feel like boy is a misnomer. My brother, our family member. There we go.
Our man of many accents. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it. You know, so we're gonna have him on in a little bit. But first, quick catch up, Dane. I just want to know. How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a little while. It's been a minute. I went away. It was great. I got tan and shit. How are you?
You went away. I did some changes in my life. Some things happened. But yeah, it's been good. It's been actually pretty fucking good. I can't complain. I could complain, but it'd take too long.
That's fair. I do want to say hi to chat. By the way, for those of you who don't know,
Chat!
we're doing this live right now.
I
You go to
fucking missed you, chat.
That's it, man. FailureMadeMonsters.com. Head over to the Mainstream Misfits YouTube or Santino the Misfit on Twitch, or of course Dane the Great on Twitch, and you can join in on the chat during the conversation live. And if you're listening to this in the future and this shit already happened, and you're fucked. That's
Yeah,
it.
sorry.
You get nothing. You don't get to interact with us. You don't get to talk to us. You don't get to say nothing. You have to listen to the things we say.
You have to hear every word that comes out of my mouth.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Anyway, I just peeked my
Nice.
microphone. I'm clipping shit. So normally we get into the news and we start talking about current events and blah 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 and all this happy horse shit, right? But I don't really feel like it.
I don't feel like it. Not
I don't
coming
fucking
back.
feel like it.
Not
Yeah.
coming back off the bench. You
No,
feel me?
not
Like,
yet. Let's just jump into the good times, right?
I want to
So
just
I
start
think-
swinging.
That's it, man. I think what I'm gonna do.
Swinging dick.
I'm going to cue the music, and then we're going to bring fucking Mr. AJ Channer in, and we're just going to talk to him because whatever
Yup.
he has to say is far more interesting in the world ending around us. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it.
It just is. So let's do it. Let's cue the new music.
You ain't fucking with my energy. I don't never stop. You ain't fucking with my energy. Levels will never drop. I got the come through energy. I got the different energy. I got the big dick energy. I got the new food energy. You ain't fucking with my energy. I don't never stop.
Hey, Mr. Motherfucking gods. What's going on?
What's poppin', my guy? How you
What
doing?
up, buddy?
Santino's funny. Santino, the man of many accents. I love it. I laugh.
But it's true though.
But it's true. Yeah, I had to laugh. I was like, yes,
Okay.
Santino. Yes, my boy.
For everybody,
just don't know.
wait. For everybody not familiar, how many different accents is it? Tell it, like, give the rundown real quick.
It's at least 4.
It's easy for you.
No, I mean, New York, because I was born in New York. England because I lived in England, and just like Jamaican because I just speak patois to my family. So
Didn't you live didn't you go to
in
boarding
Ghana?
school in Ghana, right? West Africa?
Yeah. But I mean, I don't really speak with an African accent.
Right.
I don't know, man.
I don't talk like this, my brother. I do. Sometimes I do. If I have to talk to my,
Yes, what
if I
is
talk to my
that?
African brothers, if I talk to my friends, I do sometimes.
That's
Nah.
fair enough.
I used to though. When I was in Ghana, like my sister used to fucking take the piss out of me all the time. She'd be like, "Yeah, do you want this? Do you want this? I killed. Do you want that?" Yeah, I was dude, one time, like they picked me up from the airport and she did the coming to America shit. She went on my aunt's balcony and she's like, "I'm proud to be an American. I'm an American."
Yes, fuck you too.
My sister was wild like that.
You see the sequel, by the way?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
It was pretty funny.
I didn't see it.
I enjoyed it.
I thought
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I was gonna
didn't
watch it,
expect to enjoy
but
it.
I
It
was
was
like, I thought it was just gonna be a rehash of every joke that hit in the first one, and I was
Pretty
like,
much.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
All right,
I mean, but it was fun. It was fun.
It was fun. That's the thing. To me, if whatever you're watching is entertaining for whatever it is you sat down to, be entertained by, where you want to be scared or excited or thrilled or just have some fun, then you've achieved it. It doesn't need to be a masterpiece. Shit was just fun.
That's true. That's what it was. OG. That's what it was.
The only reason anybody listens to any of the shit we do, Dane, it's not like we know what the fuck we're doing. It's just people come here and they have fun.
Wait, can I take a quick second, because we jumped right into AJ and I didn't get to voice my, like, I was impressed by the cue the music. That's news. That's people in the chat. That is unreleased music.
Coming together.
That is unreleased music. Nobody's heard it yet. And yes, there we go.
So for Chad, who doesn't know, that's a new song called Energy, or what is it? Suck My Energy.
Suck My Energy.
With between Dane and I, it's going to be great. It's going to be very sexual. It's going to be fantastic.
Yep. Dicks in butts.
Shoot a dirty little music video and everything. So anywho, that's the first little teaser you get of that. Every episode you get to hear the same thing for a while until you get sick of it. And then when the actual song comes out, you're not even going to hear it anymore, and that's fine. So for those of you who don't know, Mr. AJ Tanner here.
Wait. I want him to say it. Hey AJ, where you at right now, bro?
Hold on. I'm gonna get to it. But let's do the quick intro. So AJ,
okay.
AJ is the lead vocalist of a band called Fire from the Gods. If you don't know,
Fire from the fucking gods.
If you don't know, you are fucking up. You've probably heard a bunch of this shit. Dane and I were literally singing right now before you came on because he played it in the background of his IG video, and I'm like, tear down these walls. Yeah, it's just shit stuck in your head. And the new track right now.
Goals is I'm on stage screaming that fucking chorus at some point. Whatever, we'll get there.
Come to the Irvine show.
Which one? Oh yeah, that's right. You're in Irvine.
That's in like a few days. That's in a few days.
Oh no, is it really?
Yeah.
Damn,
that's in a few days.
So now we got it. You're out on tour right now. I'm assuming you're in the bus as we speak, right?
Yep.
So tell the people who you want to tour with.
We are on tour with Korn Staind.
Small bands, indies, right?
Maybe you heard of them.
Right? First tour after COVID, bang, you're on tour with Korn.
That's crazy.
2 years of no shows, 2 years of a few live streams, some releasing some music, trying to do whatever you can do, and then it's like, oh, we've got a tour coming up, because we weren't going to do anything. We were going to go back into the studio.
Yeah.
And every tour that was offered, because people were going back out, like bands, I'm not going to name any because I felt so bad, especially some of the bands that really like support Fire from the Gods that are bigger, and they're all like, dude, let's go, we'll take you out, blah 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 blah. We all just said no. We're like, we're not going to do anything because we don't know what's going to happen with COVID. And then the opportunity was like, oh, there's a Korn Staind tour. What's up? And then we're like, oh yeah, we're definitely doing that tour.
That was a real dun 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 dun.
Can I get a moment of when that fucking call came down? Like what? Because I know Rich, man. I know y'all must have been. Who wants to go where? Losing.
I used to get super buzzed for every tour that we did, because especially when the momentum was really happening, when Narrative came out and we were getting shout outs from POD, shout outs from Alien Ant, shout outs from Seven Dust, shout outs from big bands in our scene like Memphis Mayfire and We Came as Romans and stuff like that. It was such an honor. And then we did a very short run with In Flames, and I love In Flames. Every time, like our merch guy was like, dude, I feel like I feel like you say this every tour. I would be like, dude, I fucking love this band. I can't believe I'm on tour with them. He's like, you say that every tour, but this Korn Staind tour, even the Five Finger tour in arenas, like that was something completely that I never ever expected in my career.
Because they're label mates, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and so when the call came for this one, the high school metalhead, blue jeans, UFO pants, 2 sizes too big t-shirts. That kid was like, what? Are you out of your fucking mind? But
I sent that meme, Santino, that meme that you posted.
Oh, the giant pants.
Yeah, I sent that to him right as soon as you posted it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I had those fucking pants. You could fit like a whole second set of people in each leg.
Yeah. Yep.
I had those motherfuckers just straight up. It just looked like a denim dress.
Tripping over them, dirty. The bottoms were all ripped, and you just thought it was the coolest shit in the world.
And you were a nightmare to play hacky sack in, but you did it anyway.
But you did it anyway.
I was just at Hot Topic, and I've never felt older in my fucking life. And she's like, I'm like, hey, you guys don't have posters? She's like, we used to. I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Years ago.
She's like, I'm like, yeah, it's been a while. She's like, how long? I'm like, I'm having a good day.
This isn't your granddad's. This isn't your granddad's.
Right? I'm like, when I was here, it was just more metal. That's all. Let's leave it at that.
I still go to fucking Hot Topic because they sell a shit ton of anime stuff. So
yeah,
they do. Yeah. And Funko shit.
I got a bunch of anime t-shirts and shit.
They cater to a whole different market now. Demographic.
Oh yeah.
It's just geek. You know what's cool is like geek culture and like music culture and anime culture and all the like otaku culture. All these things just sort of smashed together. At some point, and gaming culture and like all these things, that literally became like one homogenous lump, and it's like the Twitch crowd. You know what I mean? Like Hot Topic, Twitch, Lunchbox.
You gotta fucking adapt, man. You gotta pivot.
It just hit me like a brick in the face as you were talking. Yo, I actually saw footage of AJ, and I think Jameson as well working out on tour.
Oh yeah,
doing deadlifts.
We always do though. We always do. It was myself, but we don't really get it in. We like made a point to like get it in. When we were playing like the arena tour, we were at like colleges and stuff like that. So we didn't have to like jailhouse it and fucking jail yard it and put our own shit out. You know,
outside.
But we were like, I knew it was like this tour's gonna be in August. Let's take advantage of the heat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bonner's been doing jiu-jitsu. I've done a bit of jiu-jitsu. I haven't gone as much as I really want to because I've been writing a record, traveling back and forth between LA and stuff like that.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed you also that first time.
Yeah. But yo, Irvine, dude, let's make it happen, man. This is crazy.
I'm down.
Dude,
this is crazy.
Absolutely. It's got to be a trip. Like, because I know you were, even during the pandemic, you were getting around. You were going out to the marches and shit to be in the protests.
Yeah.
You were recording out there and doing your thing too. And so I know you were out, but like that was, it's got to be different because this is probably because that's not normal. You know what I mean?
No,
this is like, does this feel normal yet? Because I'm still not there myself.
See, the only to a very certain degree, because like playing shows, this is my job. Performing, that's my job. So I'm working and I'm happy. I'm happy to be working again. I'm happy that the conversations between myself and my label and our team and our lawyers, I'm happy that it's not about damage control and what we can do here. And it's more or less about.
It will be after you did this podcast though.
What you just said?
We don't talk about any of the other shit that we're good, but yeah. But you mans know it. Like it's just I'm not gonna lie, dude. We are ecstatic to be doing this, and we played a headliner by ourselves.
I saw that
in Kentucky. We've got a couple of them on this tour. We've done 3 actually, and that's only because the COVID protocols on this tour are very stringent. So having us out in the world and stuff like that kind of goes against it a little bit. So we were only able to like book 3 very intimate shows.
Okay,
but the 2 that we've done already, the turnout's been fantastic.
Nice.
And
that's
for ourselves by ourselves to pack a club outside of Texas is kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
once you leave your home territory, it feels like all bets are off until you've been doing it enough.
Right? Who knows? It might work. It might not.
Exactly. And it's like, you know, COVID, POD, Sonny from POD hit me up and he's like, bro, it's hard out here. And I'm like, damn. You know, he's like, it's hit or miss. Like some days I see some videos and they've got a sold out show, and other days they've got maybe just about 600-700 people in a 1,000-cap room. You know, so
is he got the kids out or no?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Last time, so we did one of the Monster Rockstar, I don't know, one of the fucking festivals with him, and I'll never forget this because it was the coolest shit. They were backstage by the bus, and he had his kids out in Power Wheels, just driving around backstage the whole time.
Yep.
What's that?
POD or Korn?
POD.
Oh, Sonny did. Yeah. Jonathan had his kids out because, like you said, you had mentioned before, we've worked with JD on 2 songs.
Yeah.
Back in 2017, I believe.
That was on the re-release of the record, the first record, but you on it, right?
Yes. And we had met his kids, you know, and so he has one of his kids out on this tour, and he had I guess he must have told his dad. He was like, dude, just walked right past me because I didn't recognize him. First of all, he had on a mask. And last time I saw him, he was like a little kid. But you know, he's like super tall now and all that. And JD's such a cool dude, man. He makes you
I'm so glad
very comfortable. He's not like
White Claw.
You know, that's the claw talking, fam. He's not like those dudes. He's not those dudes that are like, yo, I'm walking, you know, don't come on my boss.
Yeah.
Even Aaron Lewis, for everything that people say against Aaron Lewis about him, I've had a blast with the dude.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked. It's funny. He's got OAN blasted on 2 TVs. So Santino, that conversation was like, but you know, it's wild. It's wild. But hey, you know what? As we've been in 6 months of a different, you know, almost a year of a different administration, and just the way things are changing, I think I've become a little bit more tolerant. And maybe not tolerant. I just think I'm just exhausted.
I was just gonna say, I'm too I don't have to be on level 11 now because I feel like there's an adult in the room again.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying it's the adult I wanted, but that's not the point. I just don't feel like the imminent threat is not. It's not imminent. There's still looming. But
there's the looming threat of fuckery.
It's like when you run. It's like
Afghanistan.
But it's like Ripley finding a vent somewhere, just chilling. Like the alien and the ship, that's all still there.
Oh
but
shit!
Like, at this very particular moment, I'm like,
side note, real quick. What up, Drew? In the chat.
In the chat.
What up, Drew?
What up, Drew?
Boy. He's watching the Cowboy game in the green room. So
I'm a Giants fan, so
he's watching his boys, the boys in the green room. That's why I'm on the bus. I'm like, fuck it.
Actually, I was gonna say, whenever we get Drew, if you're watching right now, still we got to get Dane on here, and it's gonna be a shit show. But all of us got to play some Call of Duty again soon.
1,000%, man.
Yeah,
1,000%.
I'm trying to get Dane back on.
Yeah, Dane. Because I know Dane was getting a quarantine. He was talking about, should I get Call of Duty or whatever?
Yeah.
Fucking gonna play no video games, man.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm gonna keep it a whole brick with you. Fucking, I got it. I played it once with Santino.
I knew it.
I sucked at it. I was like,
I didn't even chase up the lead when I seen the post. I was like, yeah, right.
Because
I tried.
I don't like first person shooter like that. And then I don't know, man. I fell out of it. Whatever.
Santino and I ran a couple games, dude. Santino's nice, dude.
I'm down to if we all get on and I can and it's all of us, I'm down to do that.
We can rock plunder. At least you don't get sent to the gulag and all that.
And I suck with that gulag shit because I can't see where nobody is, and they just bow. You get shot. Like fuck it, and then I'm not playing. I guess I'm not playing.
They run up on you, you just get got.
Basically.
Yo, did you play that payload mode when they had it? That little limited thing they did?
No,
it was like Overwatch-ish, but like on steroids, fucking where you have to like move a payload from one side to the other, but there's 2 of them.
Yeah. I did do that.
That shit was madness. Madness.
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah.
Oh, be quiet.
Okay, so I got wait. There was one other question I wanted to ask. I was like, did you watch? I mean, you watched Korn play, right? Like they're did he play all the like OG gangster shit? Because I mean, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna fucking be there.
They changed up the set a couple times actually, and so like they played Clown, which is my shit.
Yeah,
you know. One night they played Shoots and Ladders, I believe, and they've just changed it up a little bit. They play a lot of like the They played a couple in the middle of the set. They do the kind of like 08, 09. 2010 Korn stuff that people kind of
transition.
Yeah. But that was the shit I wasn't.
I like that stuff.
That was the super dark shit, though. That was the darker,
blacking and all that.
That was.
They're ripping it, dude. It's fucking Korn, man.
It's fucking Korn.
Is Jacobo out there at all? I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks.
No, Jacobo. No. I don't think so.
Maybe he'll come out to Irvine then. I'll have to hit him up.
Yeah. They're
fucking dope.
You're talking about the security dude, right?
No, Mike. He's with the management for he's in Sumerian.
Mike Jacobo. No, he wouldn't be on this tour, but I haven't seen Mike in a while.
Well, actually, he works with John, right?
A little bit, somewhat. I actually we talked about that the other day. I did see Mike. Well, actually, Mike was at Rockfest. But we played and left. We opened up main stage, and like an hour we had to leave. So
we pumped and dumped.
Yeah, exactly. We missed fucking we missed Limp Bizkit that night, and I know Mike and Amanda and all those Sumerian people were like running around the festival that day.
So how the festival's been? Oh, sorry, Dan.
No, you're good. I want to know that too because I've seen some shit in Chicago that was like fucking retarded, fucking people. Yeah. So like 500,000 people. So I'm wondering.
You were in and out.
Those are Lollapalooza numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Smaller like Rockfest, the regional like radio station Rockfest. You'll get like 10, 20,000. Yeah. You'll get like. You know, they're like at amphitheaters and stuff like that too. But the bigger ones are coming up, like Welcome to Rockville, where you get the 60,000, 100,000. That's coming up. We're doing that. We're doing Rebel Rock. So as soon as we get off this tour, Tuesday, we drive back home from Dallas. We unload the bus, blah, 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 blah. Then on Saturday, we're back on a plane and we're in Florida for Rebel Rock.
And you have some overseas dates too?
That's coming up in 2022 because all the stuff that we were supposed to be doing, like 2020 and 2021 was supposed to be the year of Fire from the Gods. I mean, we were clearly in the ascendancy.
Yeah.
Right now, we didn't have any real follow-up to right now because of COVID. You know, but there were other tracks on the record. You see how we did Victory and stuff like that. Like Victory and all those tracks, American Sun were lined up to get the same sort of radio push. So we were going to be like, I'm telling that it was going to happen. That you want to happen was about to happen for Fire. But then the big id came, COVID.
Exactly.
And fucked it all up. But whatever, you know, it's right now it's hindsight. And at the same time, as you said, we're still the looming issue of, well, is it going to get really bad and we're going to go back to being shut down and Live Nation? But right now we're doing everything we can. We've got masks on everywhere. We've canceled all of our meet and greets. You know, we get tested every day. So I'm getting swabbed up the nose every morning. That's how Monkey from Korn just popped because he did his test this morning when they got here. And
he popped dirty?
Fuck.
Did he?
Yeah.
That sucks.
So what are they doing? Removing one guy, or do you know yet? Or
dude, they got a guy in immediately. There was a guy
back up.
When I woke up and I went to catering, they're like, "Oh yeah, this is the guy that's gonna play guitar." I was like, "Fuck it." As
long as it's not John.
What the fuck?
Yeah, as long as it's not John. You know, the main guy.
Yeah.
If John goes down, Korn.
Oh shit, Rocky Russo. My guy, what's up?
Rocky Russo and
fucking Joey Hollywood. Gang's all here. Whole lot of gang shit.
Where's Chase? Text Chase, get his ass in the fucking room.
Right, where the fuck is Chase at? For anybody that doesn't realize, like I said, family members, like they're like we've had some time.
Santino, have you been since you've been back from Cabo? Have you been like out in the world in LA or
You
any?
went to a bar, right?
Twice. So we went to Mexico for 2 weeks almost, and that was the first time. First off, that's the first time I traveled in almost 2 years,
Right.
which was weird. So like I did that, just doing the airport shit, stuff that was routine before because we used to travel all fucking time. I mean, I've been traveling constantly forever, obviously for music and shit, and then my wife and I just like to, and just going back home and stuff, which I haven't done in forever. That was weird. People, I was already a little like skeeved the fuck out by people before COVID. You know, because like you know how it is, dude. You get a little sick. My voice is fucked. That was it.
Yeah.
Like I can't. I'm like some dudes can push. I cannot. I especially my entire upper register is gone. If I was sick, like
I tried to, but like this morning, we were somewhere in Wyoming, and I woke up and I was like, oh shit. So immediately we stopped at a Love's, got a massive bottle of orange juice, got a NyQuil, got some Vicks Vapor Cool, the lozenges, extra blanket because it was freezing in my bunk. So wrapped real quick and drank and slept. So I slept up until about sound check, which is around like 4. You know?
See, NyQuil fuck my all the decongestion is dry my cords the fuck out immediately too.
It drew me right up. So I got so dry and I was just hydrating 3-4 bottles of water.
Because like the glycerin sprays and shit too.
Yeah.
That would freak me out though, because the same way that you can kind of feel the first parts of COVID is the same way that it feels after like a heavy vocal day or a heavy vocal performance, because you'll have that scratchiness. It's like I'd be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And you kind of get a little bit of fever, headache type of thing. I'd be freaking the fuck out the whole time.
So Barra definitely had COVID, but didn't know it. So you can test after you've been vaxxed. Now you can test for. I guess the antibodies, and so his antibodies are through the roof.
Okay,
and they can also tell if you've had it. So when I get to Texas, I'm going to definitely do that test because I want to see if I've had it. I thought I did, but I'm not sure.
I sent in a test today because of what Dane just said. I started losing my voice at the beginning of the week. So to bring it all back around, I did we did Cabo for a bit, traveled all, blah blah blah, whatever, and then I was pretty smart about it 90% of the time while we were there, trying to be, but after a fucking day drinking and shit, it's like at some point you kind of stop giving a shit, especially after being locked inside for 2 fucking years.
Of course. Which is natural.
That's what I'm saying. So like we went to do a couple spots here and there, a few situations where it was clearly like, this is like, it's, fucking toss it up, see what happens. You either walk out or you don't, but everything seemed to be fine. And then when we got back, as a result of kind of having reintroduced ourselves to society again, we went downstairs. We live in a city area and shit. So
you live downtown LA.
Yeah. So we walked outside and we had to like run a quick errand. Walgreens or some shit. And we never made it to Walgreens, but we made it to like 2 bars and dinner.
I saw that part. That's the part I saw.
Yeah, I had like a taste of like the world again, and then this shit's all open. So we went and did that, and then a friend had a birthday pool party thing over the weekend and shit too. So I was there all fucking day around people inside, no mask. And I'm not gonna say, I was just talking about it again earlier today. Like during it, like in the beginning, I was a little sketch. It felt weird because Dane and like like Slim and shit. I've been around you guys, but like that's it. That's really about it. There's like a handful of other people and the people who live in like the same area as me.
I felt very weird when I went.
Weird.
I went to. There's a spot that I go to when we're in Burbank. When we're in North Hollywood at the studio, I go not El Tejano. I usually gonna say. You knew I was gonna say El Tejano.
I was ready. All right, go ahead.
Mandem wearing El Tejano like this.
Sir.
Yeah, I don't fuck with El Tejano that much anymore. I go for the free chips and salsa, and I'm out.
Yeah, the free chips and salsa.
But there's a spot called Good Night. It's a karaoke spot. It's pretty small, but I had to show a Vax card.
Oh shit! Really?
And then there was another place that we used to go called
Good.
The Other Door. I think it was called.
I fucking love The Other Door.
Well,
No,
Little
it's the-
Door or Other Door?
It's The Other Door in NoHo, right? The one with the big door with it, and you walk in, they got the like stuffed jackal thing on the fucking shelf.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they closed down. So we went there because I was gonna go meet up with Doc. You know, Doc Bad Wolves. We're gonna go meet up. They went to the Guns N' Roses show. Big up my boy Doc, man. They went to see Guns N' Roses, and I didn't go because I was like, I don't want to be pictured at a show right before this tour because we just didn't know what it was gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? The lay of the land and all that. So I didn't go, but we're gonna meet up, and we go to The Other Door, and this woman approaches us, and she's like, "Oh, where are you going?" I was like, "Oh, we used to come here a lot, you know.
Yeah.
The party that used to come here, they know us, And she was like, "Well, by the way, the bar closed, and it's opened up as a new bar. I forgot the name, but but the bar is now a members only, fully vaccinated bar." Fully vaccinated.
Yo, where is this? I need that membership.
No. Hold on, wait, because like I got memories at that place. I love that place. It's not owned by the same owner anymore.
Everything's closing.
Damn.
You see Kitchen 24 is closing.
I took my mom. Fucking Simone in the chat. I took her there to play pool. Man, oh, that sucks. I'm bummed.
Is that Rocky?
Hey, Ma, that's my Rocky's ma. Britain, kiss both of the children for me, please. Appreciate you.
Yo, hold it real quick. Did you hear what I said before? You know, Kitchen 24 is closing in Hollywood.
No, it's not. What?
I just saw that.
No,
today.
why? How?
No
Whatever. Fucking. I mean, whatever. They were overpriced. So I don't care.
Fair, but AJ knows this too. It's one of the only decent diners here. LA has a shortage of fucking breakfast spots. I don't know what that's about. But like you get brunch joints, but there's no like because I'm from Jersey. We have the diner capital.
Wait, where are you from? Because we never hear about it. What was it again?
Chicago. Listen, deep dish.
Yo, you can talk all the shit you want to, but hey, AJ, can you pan your camera down just a tad bit? Yeah.
No, but it's because it's a Jordan jersey. That's why.
Goddamn right. Whatever you got to tell yourself.
AJ, where you from? You from New York?
Yeah, exactly.
Stop, Dane, stop.
But it's Michael Jordan, bro. It's Michael Jordan.
You know what?
It's Jordan. I did want. It was a gift, and I wanted a Kevin Garnett, not Kevin Garnett. I wanted a Kevin Durant Brooklyn shirt, and my man was like, "Nah, you know, Kevin. He was like, you know, Durant's not very popular right now. Everyone doesn't like him. Blah 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 blah."
Yeah, that whole shit.
When I was in school, my sister had bought me like a bunch of like Knicks jerseys. So I've had a bunch of basketball jerseys, but I've never had a Jordan jersey. So I was like, yeah, I want a Jordan jersey, man.
That's fair enough, man. He's Michael fucking Jordan. That's
the king, bro.
Certain players, certain players transcend the locale.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll give you that.
Like Tom Brady, I don't like his ass.
If you grew up in the 90s and you weren't a Jordan fan, there's something wrong with you, I think.
Something's wrong with you. Yeah.
So, all right, I want to ask you something else about the early stuff because so I've known you for a fucking minute. I don't even know how. I didn't know you knew.
I know how.
By the way,
I know how. I know
some weird fucking coincidence. Like we were both talking about it, and we're like, oh yeah, fucking you know. So anyway, I know you from the scene back in New York City. Right,
yes.
Do gigs, and you were in what? Ashes
Within? I was Ashes Within, and we played with you like twice.
Tammany, I think, was one.
Yeah, and then we did Webster Hall.
Webster Hall, that's right. Which is fucking. Someone bought that out, right? AEG or some shit.
Yeah, but then now they've reopened though, and I think they've like remodeled and stuff. But that place was fucking falling apart, man.
The shithole, but I loved it.
Yeah, that place was falling to bits.
Yeah, most of the spots there were, it's the problem. It's just I think the rent and all the expenses and shit just got so nuts to try. Could you imagine trying to run a venue in New York? Like,
it's out of fucking control.
Out of control.
That's another reason why, like, I value my life in Austin because Austin is just such a burgeoning, fast growing city, and this whole culture now.
Yeah,
the culture, the demographics change. It's not like Keep Austin Weird, with the hippies and rock bars. And, there's a whole different demographic change. But I think it's for the best. And I can only say that because I'm a transplant. Yeah,
I can tell you as like so. I was born in Texas and I was there as a child. I will say this. From a financial monetary standpoint, fuck yeah, everything that's happening to Austin is good for Austin, because it used to be nothing but cattle, bro, like real shit, cattle and ranches and like tractors.
South by did it, right?
South by was the South by kicked it off, but I felt like 6th Street expanding was a lot of it, like just because 6th Street used to just be that street. But now it is that area. Because there's a lot of cities that have a 6th Street, but like I feel like South by is what, like, because I remember people to justify it. Yeah. Early on, I remember they were like, "What's that?" Carry on. No, it's just because I remember early on, like, because I've been to a handful of places in Texas, and it's like there's this weird phenomenon in a lot of places in Texas in general, is where I've been to like giant cities that were dead. Like, like Houston and shit. Houston, like, Houston's not dead. But whoa, hold on. Here's the thing: it's not dead. You think it's dead because you're not in the spots where it's not dead. I talked to somebody about this recently in Texas, and he goes, it's because there's no zoning rules or laws or some shit, so everything's in pockets, but not in. It's not in the downtown area, right? Exactly. It's not like a 6th Street type.
It's so spread out, you know. He's a bit like LA. I mean, LA is massive. You know what I'm saying? And there really isn't. It's really not as connected as people think it is. Because when I go out there, sometimes when I used to, you know, I was very naive, and I was like, "Oh, this guy just lives in LA." So, we'll meet when I'm in LA. Oh, I'm in LA, so let's link up.
I'll see you in 3 hours.
Yo, is this personal? Are you personally talking to me? So here's all right. Look, let me air it out. Fuck it, I'll air it out. So bro. Look, AJ is my dog.
Like 10 minutes from me, my guy. Like, when I'm in LA, you're literally like 10 minutes from me, but you're like, nah, bro, I'm tired. Nah. Look, like,
okay.
I can't do it because I'm exhausted from the studio, and I'm like, fuck it. Then we don't see each other.
Listen, look, it's a timing thing sometimes. I just look. You know what?
Can you believe I got him to do a podcast?
Right. It is a timing thing. It's a CPT thing. I call it people's timing thing.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'd be like, look, sometimes
I'm more of an excuse because downtown's difficult to get to, in my opinion. But
yes, okay, I'm gonna hip y'all to some shit, right?
But we're central to everything.
Like, let's put the Dayne the Great shit on the back burner and the rapper and all that shit. Motherfucker, I will be in bed by 11.
Dayne, hold on real quick. Dayne, let's not pretend that the Dayne the Great shit isn't always on the back burner with us.
First of all, sir. Bite your tongue. No, here's what I'm gonna say.
AJ, I lost.
I'm just gonna say it like this: a nigga like a good night's sleep, and there's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes I need some advance notice.
And you can't just shit.
You can't just be. And if you knew how AJ, what up, Jameson? I see you. I saw you come in as soon as you said some shit. I've seen it. I like to make my if AJ and let's say AJ and Richie and Jameson hit me the fuck up. That's some shit I need to block a couple days out for. That's not some. I'm gonna just come through for an hour. What am I doing with Mike? You feel me? Like I want to really take some time.
And if you know Dayne too, you know that like the only days of the week that you can hit him up are I'd say Thursday through Saturday night. And if you try any other
Thursday,
you get lucky on Sunday.
The party's not gonna end until 7 a.m. That's another reason shit is dangerous, fam.
See, I'm not without. It's not without merit that I. Anyway, whatever. Next time, and I feel hella bad because me and Rocky last time I was in Texas with Rocky for his birthday, and AJ was fucking just had all kinds of surgery and shit, and still managed to come out kicking with us and make sure we were taken care of.
Bro. I was out there, bro.
Oh yeah, I feel bad about that, but I'm
there myself, man. I had the fucking stents in my nose, bro.
Yeah. He was.
What was that about, by the way?
He had a vocal surgery.
No, mate. It's I've always had like a really bad sinuses, and my tonsils were like extremely inflamed, but I wouldn't get sick, so it wasn't that much of a problem.
Did it fuck with your voice though, or no?
A little bit, slightly. But since doing it, you know, I can breathe a lot better.
But and then like you went in,
a lot more capacity for air.
He went in and like I guess they suggested he do like all kind of other stuff, and he's like, "Fuck it, do it all at once." And I was just like, "How the fuck are you out right now? Stand up."
It was brutal, dude. It was brutal, man. I was on the I was on a bunch of different drugs, man. Trying to, but by the time Rock's birthday though, it was towards like the later stages.
Yeah, you were just kind of medicated a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely had to like dip because I was like, oh shit, I gotta go home and get the painkillers because this is about to start flaring up, and I don't want to be in the Uber like, I don't want to be in the Uber like, get me the fuck home, you cunt.
Hate that shit.
I drink like water and shit, you know. But we had a blast, man.
Yeah, it was fun. No,
I gotta say, I wasn't pulling a Dane, which we're gonna call it from
First
here.
First of all, what the fuck?
I wasn't pulling it when you hit me because you hit me up. What was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, but you were like, yo, I'm going to Cabo tomorrow.
Literally
I was like, oh, all right, man.
Up at like 6 a.m. or some shit, and I knew if I saw you or Dane that night, that wasn't happening.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna go straight from seeing you to the plane, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I would have.
Next time I did that with these cunts in Vegas at one time, bro. We did that.
Oh, we've all done it.
Yo, you remember when I pulled up in Vegas? Never mind. Good story.
It's a good story, but when you're living it.
I pull up to the show in Vegas they did. I forget where. I don't remember the name of it.
Joint?
House of Blues.
No. It wasn't House of Blues. It was like a mall-sized place. Big.
Yeah, that was House of Blues.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay, so I pull up. Hollywood Bowl. That's where
Brooklyn
it was.
Bowl.
You were here.
Brooklyn Bowl. That's
Brooklyn
Bowl. Final answer. Yes.
Final answer.
I pull up. And I'm like, I think I had gotten there the night before. I don't really feel like I slept. And I was probably like drinking in the back. And at some point, like I'm just watching with everybody the fuck else. And then at some point, AJ just
that's right.
mid-show is like, my boy Dane is in the Dane. Where are you? And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Are we doing this? I walk up to the stage and I'm thinking he's just gonna pull me up on stage, shout me out. Hey, what's up? Hey, crowd, big ass fucking crowd. He's like, nah, fuck that. He's gonna like sing this next song. I'm like, all right, fuck it, give me a mic, man. When I tell you after that show, how lit it was a good experience.
Yo,
and I thank you, AJ, for that.
Can I just say
there's footage of that somewhere, me bombing that shit on No Sleep.
No, hold on.
So good, though.
AJ, I love that you did that.
It was so not
because it's hilarious to think of Dane like getting stage right because he's Dane and that doesn't seem like it should be a thing, but if you know him, you know it could be. It's just because it's the same shit like you know, like we've been in this fucking game for what feels like entirely too goddamn long. And you have a boy like, you know, he's doing the thing, and he would just appreciate it. It feels good to do that. If this is what you were made to do, and if you have a position to bring someone up to do that, you fucking
you gotta put each other on, man.
And of everybody, AJ is never not. Of everybody, AJ is never not trying to put me on. Thank you, AJ.
Yeah, of course.
I said a lot with the eyes. Y'all gonna go back.
You got a little crazy eye, like
I had to make that shit clear. Yeah.
I support.
But appreciate.
I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about that right now.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine.
I'm kidding. I love that, dude. Yeah, I want to ask you something earlier too, about the tour thing and your voice and shit. Because
shit, yeah, that's right.
It's just because it's been a thing for me for a long time. Like whenever we used to go out, when I went out with Scarlett and stuff, or just shit, dude, doing a weekend, I'd have a hard time. So like if I went out normal, like if we went out for like any long, like a week, 2 weeks, whatever, I would have I couldn't fucking talk after a show. I'd do my set, I'd walk away, I'd try to do the fan thing as much as you could and shit, but like I found that the more I engaged and the more I spoke afterwards, I could feel like the top end of my range is going and going.
Oh yeah.
So like for you,
it's just about retraining the muscle, man.
Yeah.
So you don't have that issue. Like you just kept doing it enough to where it just you good, or do you feel the pangs after like a couple weeks?
Yeah, for the first two, like first 2 or 3 shows is usually like readjustment, because practicing is a lot different. Like now, as the further this conversation goes on, like there'll be a little bit like vocal decay. So soon I'm not gonna stop talking in a little bit because you know. So like, and because that's how you lose your voice. Yeah, you don't lose your voice like screaming on stage. You lose it when you're after you're fucking drinking the. Yo, let me get another shot. Yo, let's go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
I don't drink afterwards.
The look was perfect. Thank you for that. But yeah, no, real shit. And
then
like,
we're drinking NyQuil at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, oh my god, I hope I'm good by showtime. You know,
I could tell. Like, so there have been times when I'll be talking to AJ after the gig or whatever, and I know I'm starting to push my voice just in talking, being loud. I'm like, if I keep talking this loud, tomorrow it's gonna be hoarse as fuck. And I'll be like, how's he gonna fucking do it? And you are really good about like, he'll just won't fucking talk. He'll just kind of stop.
Yeah, I just kind of
he'll take her off. Man. Yeah, he's there. You know he's there, but he's not like, you know what I mean, loud. Like, I get it.
So that was me on tour. Like, I honestly, like, dead ass, that there would be times where I could tell. You know, when you get off stage every once in a while, and just like, you can tell. You just feel it, and you're like, something's wrong. And if I say another fucking word to anybody, I'm gonna wake up with no voice tomorrow.
Yeah, you're finished. You're finished.
So
vocal rest is a real thing, man.
Oh,
I used to not take it for granted, but
I hate
vocal rest is a real thing.
First of all, Joey, 2 things happen in the bathroom. Actually, 3. Piss, shit, washing your hands, sir. I don't know what you're saying, sir.
Washing your hands of what?
The boys in the handy stalls.
Yeah, that's it. No, fucking. But like, walking off, doing the whole thing, and noticing and feeling that and shit. Like, I felt like half the problem I had was always like it would get in my head. You know what I'm saying? But then after a while, you start doing it, and you go through the thing. But and this is the thing. And this is what I always say. Like, I've always been good at pretending to be a rock star, but I have friends and shit like you and fucking a bunch of dudes we've done gigs with and all that, and even most of my bandmates. Y'all could go do the show, then drink all damn night, wake up, do it again, and do that like 4 nights in a row. I wouldn't be able. You hear me go on stage, it'd be dust and moths coming the fuck out my throat. Oh yeah, that'd be it. Couldn't do it.
We would, you know, when you do these kind of tours with these bigger bands, like they already have it built in where it's like 2 shows, day off, 2 shows, day off, maybe 3 shows back to back. One tour. Yeah, but that's every now and then. Like tomorrow, we have a day off. We have a day off tomorrow, so we're in Reno.
So, but you are
who wants to come to Reno tomorrow?
Hops on airplane.
I mean, that ain't shit but a drive. That ain't shit but
exactly. Reno's right there.
Oh, I gotta. He said Reno's right there.
But then we're in Mountain View, and then we're in Mountain View, which is Bay Area, and then
wait, you're Bay Area tomorrow. When?
The day after tomorrow.
Saturday.
Yeah.
You're back still wagon.
How far is Mountain View from Monterey?
Oh, couldn't tell you, man.
I don't know shit.
Oh, hold up, Mariah.
Oh, sorry. We've been neglecting the chat. I apologize. I saw whatchamacallit.
She said I'm always there for my fans, and I appreciate that.
Sarah Havoc also said Fire from the Gods is my fucking jam. Yeah, they better be.
That up before. Yeah. They all right.
I mean,
they all right.
I fuck with them. I've been a fan a long time.
You know, they can't go on forever. Something's got to give.
Okay, that was all right.
Hey, it's all good, man. It's fucking rock music. There's a degree of cheese that comes along with it. So, some people take themselves too seriously.
Fuck that. That's it.
I'm on tour with a band called Korn, my guy.
Right now, I will tell you this. That is so on the heavy, like, and I look, this is maybe this isn't everybody, but sometimes, especially with metal, where I put it is how it makes me feel on hard lift days where like I don't want to be at the gym at all. If that shit can get me like in the right headspace, then I don't care. Fuck yeah. And I'll start it right now, and then I'll let it go to American Sun. Yeah,
dude, I'm listening.
I'm punching holes in walls after that.
Metal made me, and full stop.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Metal amazing.
I mean, there's music. Music is life, but there's something different when it comes to rock music. There's something different because, and I've always said it, that
that's true.
I think it's the realest in many forms. Some is very contrived, but rock music is from the heart. You know, it's all emotional music. It's you know, I doing like stuff with Melissa Cross, and you know, she's always like, you know, AJ, she's like, I know you're not going out there and you're going to give an operatic performance with all this skill and all this stuff, but you're going out there and you're singing from the heart, from the gut, and you're telling people, you're showing people why they need to listen to you, why they need to hear you, and what you have to say is quite important to them. So rock music has that degree of reality, that degree of being able to connect.
Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, hip hop does too, which why rap is so,
in a big different way.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
It's a different vibe.
I real quick, can we? Because like I love that you mentioned Melissa. Can we just real quick? Like this needs to be said. If there is the way that there are, like you've worked with some producers like Bendith and shit, and like there's the Howard Bensons and all these. There's these dudes who get some level of credit for their contribution to this music scene that we all love and that have like made us.
Yes, I know where you're going with this.
Dude, I've been to Melissa many times. I've known her for years. She's an absolute fucking sweetheart. But you don't realize until especially like once you start, if you go to her, or you start talking to her, beyond just because I've been to vocal coaches and shit. It's not. Yeah. Sorry. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Melissa Cross is a vocal coach.
Yeah, and she's amazing.
And
she works with like
largely
screaming motherfuckers.
Largely in the rock and metal community. Yeah. But like, name a fucking singer, probably of any band you've ever listened to. And they go to, if not still, or have gone to Melissa Cross for figuring out how to not completely thrash the shit out of your voice. Because
straight up,
there's a real reason for this too. Is like a lot of us, like you said before, there's this heart to it. So like when you're doing metal and rock and stuff, like there's this. Like the adrenaline takes over and everything. The one thing I learned from her, and I have to say, Mark Baxter. He used to be the singer of Saigon Kick years ago. I went to him for years. Both of them taught me something that I never thought of before, especially Mark early on, was just like, because when you're in it doing this kind of music, you feel it. You feel it so fucking much. It's got so much, like your adrenaline's going, you're feeling whatever you're saying, if it's angry, if it's energetic, whatever, and everything tightens up. Yeah. Everything tenses up. And it's just them, it's like, hey, just stop for a second in the middle of something and just like you can't hold a fucking, you can't clench the whole time. Just let go. Just let go. And then the rest of it's placement. Let go and place it right. And I
breathe between songs or even during a song. And sometimes I'll remind myself to smile. It's rock and you're supposed to be angry. It's like, smile, dude. Just let it go, man. Just above the pencil. Just let it go, man. Just let it go. Yeah.
You know what?
When the tears start coming and you start welling up, it's like, okay.
You have to let go.
This is a very deep, heartwarming, touching moment, and I hate to undercut it, but
you're gonna ask.
You know what makes me smile?
Are you gonna ask now?
Yes.
You son of a bitch. I was wondering what
makes me smile, AJ. What makes me smile is
speaking of letting go.
And speaking of letting go, is when I bust a nut, AJ. I gotta say, it's never a sad moment in my life. And for me personally, there are these quintessential moves, things that I do when I need to dial it in. The cops are coming. I need to dial it in. The bar is about to close. I need to dial it in. This bitch needs to leave. And sir, I feel like everybody has one of those moves.
As we like to refer to it, Mr. AJ Channer from Fire from the Gods, what is your signature sex move?
Your go-to. This is my
all
one.
Of our guests this question.
He said, "Ha."
Rude boy, I'm Jamaican, bro. It's genetic, fam. It's in the genes, rude boy.
Can we call it that?
It's in the genes, rude boy.
Wagwan.
It's in the genes, rude boy.
I'd like it if we could call it just the rude boy. Rude boy.
Exactly.
Rude boy.
The chat, bro. It's the chat, innit?
I like that. I like that for that. And I feel like it doesn't even have to be. Does it have to be more than that?
We're not going to define it.
Should we He's not.
No, it's the Yard Man. It's the Yard Man special.
Oh, I
know. The Yard Man special, bro.
But when he said it, I got what he meant. Like, I know what you mean now. And yeah, it should be called either Rude Boy or Yard Man.
Well, the Yard Man. Welcome to Jamaica. Have a nice day. Get me.
Wendy. Wendy. My wife's name is Wendy too.
Get me. I knew you'd get that one.
I was like, wait a minute, sir. All right. Yeah.
When we were in Cabo, we met this older couple down in San Diego. Fucking coolest people we met in the whole damn trip. And somehow that joke ended up getting told, and then it just opened floodgates of nothing but like dick jokes. This is like 60-year-old something dude, like the coolest motherfucker.
Your great grandkids are gonna be telling that joke, as well as the fucking Cherry Hill joke or Mulberry Hill or wherever the fucking name is.
There's a few that just endure, man.
Yo, they stand the test of time.
They stand the test of time.
as should comedy and smiling and just not taking ourselves too seriously. And like, I think for the last 2 years, I think we've taken ourselves way too seriously because there was serious shit that was happening.
Yeah,
there was serious shit that was happening.
Want to?
But I think like we have to. You kind of. I don't like humoring people because it seems so condescending. Yeah. But in the same breath,
motherfuckers are eating deworming pills for fucking horses. That is some funny shit. I will laugh in your face.
Yo, my brethren took ivermectin and he was like, "Bro, it helped." I was like, "Oh shit!"
Out of my face.
Wait, hold on. There needs to be hang on. There needs to be a distinction made here, though. There is like human grade ivermectin, right. And then there's like the fucking paste with a horse on a tube that you can overdose on. And you mix
my guy went to like Bass Pro Shop or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Ivermectin.
He's like, "Nah, you just got to get the doses right."
He went to one of those farmer shops and was like, "Yeah, I went and got ivermectin," and oh man, it cleaned it right up.
Was he vaccinated though?
No, fuck no.
You know what I'm saying? This is all right. We're doing it. Let's get into this real quick. I don't know how much time you got left, but like, because we'll keep it short. But I still cannot wrap my head around the people who are like, "Yeah, I'll take the shit with the horse on the tube, but I won't. But I won't get vaccinated.
But I won't get vaccinated because
that logic does not compute. I'm sorry, it just fucking doesn't. And those are the same dudes.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't. It just doesn't. It's the only thing that makes this make sense is that it's not about what they're putting in their body. It's
no, it's not. Yeah.
It's purely about the narrative that they're
exactly.
Because you have to stick to something, and it's like you have to choose a struggle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it can't be pro-choice. My body, my blah blah blah, because that goes against
your choice,
your other shit. Yeah, and which is supposed to be the main issues. To which, hence the reason why you support conservative politics. Because some people don't talk about fiscal conservative.
A lot of conservatives are one-topic conservatives.
Very much so.
Yeah,
and if you tell them that, that was like a platform upon which like conservatives and Dixiecrats ran on in the 60s up until like the 80s. They'll tell you, no, that's because God said so. And it's like, no, you've been duped. You know? You've been seriously duped, and you were grown up and born into this culture, and it was indoctrinated into your mind. So now you really believe it's absolute. You believe that what you believe is completely absolute, and it's hard. But as I said,
and using the Dixiecrats too as an example, there is proof that it's not really Democrats versus Republicans.
No,
not really. That's all bullshit. It's just where it is now. Where is that landing on the scale of fucked to unfucked?
Right.
Red to blue is bullshit. It's literally just fucked to unfucked. And where do we find somebody who's somewhere closer to unfucked?
Yeah.
Right.
That's it. The rest
I think we're incapable of doing that unless we really and my phone's about to die, but I want to get this point out. I think that it really comes down to a mental. You just have to choose not to be a fucking asshole. And some people just are like obsessed
Sir, can that be the name of this show?
Don't be a
this
fucking
episode.
asshole.
Choose not to be a fucking
It's really,
asshole.
like I said, it's not going to take some sort of philosophy or some sort of higher form of thinking and enlightenment to change our situation or to change the world. It's really simple, a choice. I'm not going to be an asshole, and I'm going to be a little bit more understanding. It's simple.
And you know what? I honestly believe, and this is given all the shit that we've said on this show, especially over the last year or so, I honestly believe that most people, even the people I vehemently disagree with, are not actually assholes. I think the problem has become that we've someone said to me the other day, remember after 9/11, we all came together? And I was like, yeah, we had an external enemy. And I think the problem, I think people are drawn to conflict for one reason or another. I don't know why. It's human nature. There's just this thing that we're drawn to conflict, but we all desire unity. This is odd conflict within most people. But when I want to fight, that's it. And I hope that at some point, I always kind of hoped that the greater existential threats of climate change and things like that, would galvanize.
Galvanize and unify, but no.
So what I think's gonna happen,
because that seems too big. That's too big, and that in itself is a lot bigger than, and it goes beyond your simple understanding. That's why, and I'll leave it at this. Why the Vax bar thing, why it put me off a little bit, because I get it and I understand it, and it's 1000% true that we need to be vaccinated, or we need to be a little bit more cognizant of not trying to get people infected and spread this thing. But at the same time, I think something like that kind of sets a very weird precedent. Because now it creates it'll always create an us versus them, like you said, Santino. And what that us versus them looks like is a lot different from anything we've seen before, because it transcends race, sex, religious. It's now vaxxed or not vaxxed. And what does that mean? Can you not rent a home in 2 years? Are you not going to be able to rent an apartment because you're not vaxxed? You can't live in this building. You can't live in this neighborhood. Your kid can't go to this school, which is fucked up anyway. Because the anti-vax world, where kids are not going to schools and starting measles outbreaks and shit like that, it's fucked.
But we've always hang on. But I mean, growing up for me, and I know your phone's dying and shit, so hopefully this doesn't get fucked. But growing up, I needed certain vaccinations to go to school. That's not new to me. I think all of us had that, right?
MMR, measles, mumps, and rubella.
All that, dude. So at the end of the day, it's not about the vaccine. It's about what side of the narrative people are falling on, because the science and the facts are clear. We know that.
You can't
down to the rest.
I can't argue that, but I can argue you, and that's kind of
what science. What science if it doesn't come from someone that you want to hear it from? If it comes from someone that you don't want to trust, for whatever reason, you're not. Then the science is irrelevant.
What was it? I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson or somebody. The irony, the irony of these people making that point and arguing this through a device made of microchips beaming a signal off of satellites in space. And you're gonna sit here and fucking tell me what a science matter? You Neanderthal.
Love it.
Anyway.
All right. Before you go. What's left on the tour coming up now, and what do you got coming out?
We've got about 11 shows. Irvine, so motherfuckers, make it out there. Come with your mask on or mask off, whatever.
I'm vaccinated and I will still come with a mask on.
Hey, that's the rule.
Backstage near nobody.
Yeah, pretty much. And then we're just back in the studio, man, just really trying to hammer out. I want to write a very special record. Right Now is a special song, and it was one of those that I never really expected to do what it did. But
never the ones you think they are.
Right. And just like Excuse Me was off narrative. We had that one
fucking song.
And then Right Now was the song off of American Sun. So I'm hoping to create a body of work that really exemplifies what this band is about. The message supersedes everything. And the message is peace, love, and inner strength, right?
Yeah.
And So we've done the peace, we've done the love, the hate, the anger, we've gotten all that out. Now I think I want to really touch on the other aspect of the message, which is that inner strength above all, because the last year and a half has been difficult.
Bro,
and so
you ain't lying.
People have had to really like dig deep. And me myself, all of us, we've had to really dig deep in order to I don't want to say succeed because I don't want to sound cliche, but I want to say dig deep in order to continue and to survive and to march on and pivot and all those other buzzwords and that everyone uses and throws around. But the fact is this, I want to create a body of work that really exemplifies that, and that says that this band is really here to stay, that we should be on stages like this with Korn and Staind. We should be one of the best rock bands of our generation and the leader of a new school.
Well,
so
I'm gonna
we'll
interject my opinion on that. You guys are look. I'm picky. I've been listening to the genre since I came out the fucking womb. It's my favorite shit, especially interjecting hip hop into rock shit. That's what I grew up on. And obviously, as somebody who plays in both genres, y'all are fucking killing it. I love the music you've been making more than anything else I've heard you do. The music you're making with this group of people has been phenomenal. I'm very excited to hear what you guys do next. If you really want to add to that body of work in a meaningful way that ends up superseding, damn it, Dane, it ends up superseding everything you do. Obviously,
shut up. Oh damn, yo, it's about to close me.
Go.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, I literally just got a message about 1%. Piece of shit. I gotta put my headphones.
AJ, we love you. Thank
you so much. I love you boys, man. I'm really glad I finally got to do this, man. I fully support this shit. AB Parker, I love it. I love the intro. I love you fools. Hey, come out. I'll see you in a couple of days, hopefully. All right. Big up.
Big up. I don't know why I said what he said, but I said it. Anywho,
what's that? What is that? I love you, man, or whatever. Where he's like, catch you on the.
I'll see you then, or I'll see you on another time. No, all right.
Fucking love that we finally got him in.
Fuck,
man. I love him to death. You guys don't understand.
That was great.
Me and that motherfucker go back, and I love him. Like, I love this. I actually hit him up when they first started the tour, because just quick aside, I was there. He came to my house as I was like sleeping in my room. When they were just thinking about bringing him into the band, and like they were just kind of starting out as Fire from the Gods, and like he like busted in my room. They were like partying in the living room, and I was like passed out. He's like, "Yo, come party!" And I'm like, "Man, no, I don't know, y'all. I'm good. I'm sleeping." But since then, just seeing where they've gone has been fucking amazing.
And it's been amazing watching. I mean, I went from playing dives in New York with him. I mean. I literally a spot, and don't get me wrong, the people we played those shows, we played some like charity events and stuff like that, and like Webster and shit. Like we played some good stuff with some good people and all, but like watching him, the trajectory of that to arenas and shit, and same with like Doc Coyle from Bad Wolves, who he mentioned earlier, is another buddy of mine from New York. Watching him do XYZ, because he had done God Forbid before that. And then, we were playing some smaller shows and shit back in New York. And now he's, then he was doing the Bad Wolves thing. He's doing that now. And it's like, you just love seeing good people have good things happen to them in the space that they've been grinding in. Like, I mean, shit that you and I obviously want more of, clearly.
Yeah.
Still, it's like, hey, look, they're doing it.
Yeah.
Guys are
it's doable.
Shit's happening. It's a beautiful thing. And they're beautiful human beings. And
I don't know if they're still in the chat, but seriously, Richie, fucking Drew, fucking Jameson, I love y'all too. Seriously, fucking
shout out to the whole
fucking band, the whole squad,
and obviously Rocky and Joey. Thank you.
And Rocky and Joey, if they're still in the chat too. And Rocky, I'll see you later.
And everybody else. This is the first episode back of season 3. We have another.
How'd we do?
So we did pretty good. So if you're still watching, if you're still with us, this is we're trying something different. I
feel like I didn't talk enough about dicks though.
You didn't.
That's a regret.
That's
a regret of mine.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll make up for it in the next one.
We have a huge dick
joining us.
Great segue.
Thank you. So on Sunday night, we'll have Chef Derek Fox. He's be joining us. We're doing 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be broadcasting live. All of this will obviously be available on where all podcasts are available as well. But 6:30 p.m. we have Chef Derek Fox, who was a finalist on Master Chef. He also just started a new company called Epic Mega Cookie Company.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's dude, like behemoth, like a whole ass thing of cookie dough, but made into one cookie, and he's got like s'mores.
Where's
like,
he at? Is he out west?
Hershey's and shit. He's out here. Yeah, he's in Santa Monica.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to him
near Santa Monica. So anyway,
I love cookies, bro.
He was the drummer in the group Rogue Star that I played in
shit
when we first met at.
I've heard you talk about him before.
Club. Yeah, so Derek's gonna come on. And then
Also.
Tuesday night, we have the producer, the executive producer of my first feature, Scott Hansen. He's going to be our guest. He's also
What was that feature again?
So he's got a new movie coming out, an anthology horror series called Bad Candy, starring Corey Taylor from Slipknot as Chili Billy. He plays like a
Slipknot. R.I.P.
So Scott's going to be on, so we get to talk about the behind the scenes of Bully and the complete shit show and amazing situation that
And if you want to watch Bully, it's on Amazon. You should definitely watch it. Santino's
right
in
now.
it.
That's it. Bully.movie. I have a baby cameo, no dialogue, but I did direct the motherfucker, and you hear my voice all over it. So
yeah, that too.
That's it. So as you can see, we're trying a different format. We're just going to do. We're trying to be more flexible for our guests. Trying to do a Friday night with a lot of people is tough, and we do this live, so it's not like we've done one pre-recorded episode in a year and change. It's a thing. But we prefer the live thing because we like having you guys here with us.
Talking about dicks and butt stuff.
Talking about dicks and being a part of it and being a dick. It's going to be great. So anyway, Sunday night, join us 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with Chef Derek Fox. And Tuesday night, what is that? September 14th. With Scott Hansen, filmmaker. So that's going to be awesome. Dane's going to be half a corpse, both of those. It's going to be hilarious.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know
you have no idea, guys. This is going to be great.
It's going to be
fuck that. I just want it to be, if it's going to be a train wreck, it's going to be a fiery fucking train wreck.
That's the way we do it. Big shout out to AJ Channon from Fire from the Gods. Thank you so much for coming on. We'll hopefully see you in Irvine soon. And thank you to chat. Thank you to fans. Thank you everybody watching who joined us this evening. It's been a good time as always. We missed you. We're back. Season 3, Failure Made Monsters starts fucking today. Let's go. Dane, I love you, buddy.
I love you right back.
FailureMadeMonsters.com. Find all the links to the past episodes on YouTube. You can also follow us on Twitch at Santino the Misfit and at Dane the Great. That's GR8 because he can't help himself. And of course, the podcast audio-only version is available on all places the podcasts are found, like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. We fucking love you guys. Thank you so much. And that's it. We're fucking done. That's the end of the episode. So we're going to go now, and hopefully we see you Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because
that's how time zones work.
There you go.